You, look, dog, you wake up every day, can't you don't even prioritize nothing bigger than some that ain't gave you nothing positive in life.
When NLE Choppa and Blueface teamed up, nobody expected the chaos that would follow. What started off as a fire collab quickly blew up into one of hip-hop's wildest beefs ever. Diss tracks started flying left and right, and soon the energy turned from friendly to full-on hostile. Then came the breaking point. When Choppa mentioned Blueface's little son, everything flipped instantly. That move crossed every boundary in the game and sparked serious drama that couldn't be taken back. From being tight like brothers to straight-up rivals, NLE and Blueface's relationship crumbled in public view.
Y'all talking about Chop having an identity crisis. Man, have y'all seen this duck? I'm gonna decline your offer with a way better proposition for you.
It wasn't just rap beef anymore, it got personal fast. Choppa and Blueface went from dropping straight bangers together to dragging each other all over social media for the wildest reasons. Their feud has blown up way past what anyone ever expected. It's no longer just words, it's war. What started off as small talk about a possible boxing match turned into one of the most heated and personal rivalries hip-hop has seen in a long time.
So, for example, NLE Choppa, I helped this man. I got him all his little shit on. He used to video chat me with girls like, look, I know Blueface. I used to be like, yeah, that's the bro, you know?
Now, new fight footage spreading online has everybody talking, with fans wondering if these two are really about to throw hands for real. This whole story goes back to 2019 when both rappers were just starting to make serious noise in the game. NLE Choppa had just dropped Shotta Flow, a track that was tearing up the internet and making him one of the hottest new names in rap, but Choppa wanted to take the buzz even higher, so he teamed up with Blueface, the Los Angeles rapper with that offbeat flow and viral hit Thotiana. Blueface jumped on the remix of Shotta Flow, and that collab sent both their careers skyrocketing overnight. At first, it looked like the start of a real solid alliance.
Because he put the phone up there and he got some brawls because he knew you and now you feeling some type of way.
Two rising stars from opposite coasts teaming up to shake the rap game. Everyone thought Blueface and NLE Choppa were about to build something unstoppable. But behind the scenes, Blueface saw things way deeper than just a quick feature swap. In his eyes, he wasn't just collaborating, he was guiding the younger rapper, giving him game and helping him level up big time. Blueface has said plenty of times that he played a mentor role for Choppa, treating him like a little bro and plugging him into key industry circles. He claimed he opened doors Choppa couldn't have walked through alone, putting him in rooms with power players who shaped his career. According to Blueface, he helped boost Choppa's whole wave from the ground up.
Nah, reason I felt the type of way when he went online and started, defending whoever I was dealing with at the time,
right.
You know? It's like, why would you do that?
But as time passed, that bond started cracking, because when Choppa's fame shot through the roof, Blueface felt like he got left behind. That feeling of being forgotten turned into deep tension, and the LA rapper didn't hold back when calling out how their brotherhood fell apart.
Oh, you just trying to jump on a trend, get a little buzz going. You don't gotta do that, gang.
Blueface really thought their bond was unbreakable. The kind of friendship where the younger artist looks up to you, talks proudly about rocking with you, and stays loyal out of respect for everything you helped build together. He saw himself as the big bro, and he expected that same loyalty to come right back his way.
You see my interview with T-Pain? T-Pain say, when they take nobody's your brother, they're only their brother as long as they can use you. When you hot, you can do them a solid, they're your brother.
Yeah.
When you cannot, they not your brother.
Yeah, we falling out there. That's how I am.
But over time, that dynamic started to crack. Blueface began to feel straight up betrayed when NLE Choppa started keeping his distance, as Blueface got caught up in wave after wave of controversy. From legal problems to public drama with Chrisean Rock, Choppa slowly started stepping back from the chaos. He wasn't showing that same love anymore, wasn't checking in like before, and definitely wasn't moving like the little bro Blueface thought he still had. When Blueface noticed the switch up, it hit him hard. That sense of being abandoned turned into real resentment, and soon the tension was impossible to ignore. By 2023 and 2024, the cracks were showing for everyone to see. Rumors started spreading about a possible celebrity boxing match between the two.
Yeah.
He interjected himself when he
just picked a side, you know? Pick the side, type. You can't never choose the female.
But instead of it bringing them closer to settling things, it sparked more drama. Blueface claimed Choppa was never serious about fighting and said the rapper faked interest just to stir the internet up, going as far as to post fake flyers and websites before any real talks even happened. Things were starting to spiral out of control. Blueface wasn't holding back. He straight up said NLE Choppa was all cap. According to him, Choppa hyped up a boxing match that was never gonna happen just to get attention and boost his own name. Blueface claimed Choppa had no real plans to step in the ring and throw hands, calling the whole thing a fake stunt for clout, but Choppa had his own story to tell.
Now that's weird, you know what I mean? Imagine you and your girl getting into it.
Right.
And I'm speaking up for your female.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
He fired back, saying the entire situation was nothing but a publicity mess from the start. In Choppa's words, nobody ever sat down to discuss real terms. No contract, no money on the table, nothing official. He called it all smoke and mirrors, saying it made no sense to agree to something that wasn't even locked in. From his point of view, it was never a real fight. It was all talk for clicks. Still, for Blueface, the damage was already done. That move planted deep distrust, and in his mind, it proved Choppa wasn't built for confrontation. Blueface saw it as simple math.
Man, Shannon, if you don't slap the out of me,
you ain't.
you feel me?
When you're right, you ain't wrong.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you don't shut the up while I'm talking to this.
Choppa talked tough in his tracks and on social media, but when it came time to back it up, he went ghost. That storyline started haunting Choppa's image, and Blueface made sure to keep pushing that narrative every chance he got. But things didn't stop there. The beef got way more personal. While Blueface was already dealing with his private life being dragged through headlines and social media chaos, Choppa decided to jump in with comments about Blueface's relationships and the rumors surrounding him. That move crossed a major line and sent their already rocky situation straight into no man's land.
That's how NLE is. NLE is kind of like a clown to this. You feel me?
Okay.
Whatever they say do, be gay, be Muslim, be a vegetarian, vegan.
To Blueface, this was straight up a snake move, something he could never let slide. He couldn't believe that someone he once helped rise in the game, someone who used to look up to him, was now throwing shade when he was at his lowest point. In Blueface's eyes, that was the ultimate betrayal. It went against everything he believed about staying real and keeping it solid with the people who once had your back.
He gonna do it.
Okay.
He's going through a lot of phases, that's all. So he's growing up. But when he looks back, he's gonna realize, you know, a lot of these phases were.
Yeah, he had a real one.
Things got even messier when NLE Choppa started dropping comments about Blueface's drama with Chrissy and Rock. That hit a nerve big time, because from Blueface's perspective, that was crossing all boundaries. Talking on his personal life when he was already in a rough spot, that was way out of pocket.
Y'all talking about Chop having an identity crisis. Man, have y'all seen this duck ass? This bitch got every brand in the world on him.
Fast forward to late 2025, Blueface had just wrapped up a short time behind bars and came home with a heavy chip on his shoulder. The moment he got back, you could tell he wasn't in the mood to play nice anymore. He was done pretending like everything was cool with the same people who went ghost on him when things got tough, including NLE Choppa.
Cause you wake up every day, you wanna learn how to be the best gangbanger. You pitiful, sir.
Then came the December 2025 interview on Club Shay Shay. Blueface didn't hold back at all. He went off calling NLE Choppa a clown for speaking on his personal life after benefiting from their connection early on. He made it clear he wasn't letting the disrespect slide anymore and was ready to air everything out, no filters attached.
You feel me? Mr. Butt Down Tatiana? Mr. That's the only shit I can think of.
Blueface didn't hold back. He aired it all out. He spoke on how NLE Choppa switched up, going from showing love and gratitude to acting straight up disrespectful. And Blueface made one thing very clear. If Choppa wanted to take it off the internet and settle it face to face, he was fully ready to throw hands. He wasn't just talking about personal issues though. Blueface was calling out Choppa's whole image change.
I'm gonna decline your offer with a way better proposition for you. You feel me? Because we know you owe $23 million to that club, for one. You owe another $100,000 to Soulja Boy, baby mama. So your goal is to give me the fight you to help pay off your debt. Okay, cool. I understand that.
Around 2021, Choppa went through a huge transformation, publicly stepping into his spiritual era. He started promoting herbal teas, meditation, vegan living, and talking about energy, vibrations, and opening your third eye. He even branded himself as a more peaceful, enlightened version of himself, focusing on positivity and balance. But Blueface wasn't buying a word of it. To him, all that spiritual talk was just another trend Choppa was chasing to stay relevant in the spotlight. Blueface claimed Choppa would be on one vibe today, then flip to something completely different tomorrow. He said the only thing consistent about Choppa was how inconsistent he kept it.
Hey, you little dog, you wake up every day, can't you don't even prioritize nothing bigger than some that ain't gave you nothing positive in life.
Then Blueface turned it up another notch, accusing Choppa of gang hopping, saying he switched up his affiliations from Crip to Blood and was out here pretending for clout. That's a serious charge in hip-hop, where gang ties and loyalty run deep. Blueface was basically calling Choppa a fraud, someone who used the image of the streets without truly living that life or standing on it when things got real. By this point, the tension had hit a boiling point. What started as two rappers making hits together had turned into a full-blown rivalry ready to erupt.
Man, what you want to be respected? You wake up every day trying to be something you truly not. You the one really having an identity, bro. When I wake up, I thank God, bro.
Two former collaborators now standing on opposite sides, heading straight for a collision no one could stop. Every interview, every post, every little moment online kept turning up the tension between Blueface and NLE Choppa. Fans could feel it. Something big was brewing, and this time, it wasn't just talk.
I'm not the toughest guy in the world, you know, but I'm a different breed, man. If I touch the canvas, somebody else gonna touch the canvas too.
Nobody knew exactly how personal or messy it was about to get, but everyone could sense that this beef was reaching a breaking point. Then came January 2026, the month everything exploded. NLE Choppa finally decided to stop dancing around the drama and went straight for the jugular on wax. He reignited the feud with a preview of Shotta Flow 8, and the snippet sent shockwaves through social media. In the clip, Choppa dropped some heavy bars clearly aimed at Blueface, taking slick shots that fans instantly picked up on. One line even referenced turning Crips red, a direct jab at Blueface's gang connections, something that took the disrespect to a whole new level.
I'm gonna get my ass up, put my hands up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure it's even.
The message was loud and crystal clear. Choppa wasn't backing down from the smoke, not one bit. Within hours of the snippet dropping, the internet went wild. Fans dissected every lyric, every punchline, arguing online about who had the upper hand. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram lit up with theories about how Blueface would react and whether the beef was about to turn physical.
I promise you, just because I got that dog in me, you feel me? So some people get hit hard enough to where they don't want to get up.
Right.
You hit me hard enough and I can't get up.
The anticipation was electric. Everyone waited to see how Blueface would clap back after being called out so boldly in one of Choppa's biggest song series ever. Blueface went live on stream when the diss dropped, and you could see the shock hit him in real time. At first, he tried to play it cool. He laughed it off, even called the track cute, acting like it didn't faze him. But behind that calm smile, you could tell the anger was bubbling up fast.
Bro, what you mean?
But see, you had better times out. There were better times.
You don't forget shit like that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to 2 years later.
Deep down, he couldn't believe that someone he once helped rise in the game was now taking aim at him on a record blasting across millions of streams. It didn't take long for Blueface to snap back. This time, he came with all the smoke. He started clowning Choppa's whole image, calling him out for switching sides and questioning if he'd ever actually put in any real work to earn the street respect he bragged about. Every word hit like a punch, and there was no more pretending to take the high road or stay professional. Blueface made it clear he was done with the fake peace. Then he took it a step further and dropped a 24-hour challenge, telling Choppa to step up and fight or stop talking altogether.
You got a cool song or whatever the case may be, and you just think like, oh.
You thought y'all was really down, huh?
Not even just down, at least down enough for you not to go against me.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Socially.
saying. Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
He said he was done with all the internet back and forth, no more lip boxing or hiding behind captions and lyrics. Blueface wanted to handle it the old school way, man-to-man, face-to-face, no cameras, no filters. He was ready to throw hands for real and prove that this beef wasn't just rap, it was personal now. It was officially time to see who was really about that action.
You can mind your business.
Oh, okay.
But if
You feel they spoke out of pocket.
Yeah, if you see my girl or you see something online, you don't
comment.
Yeah, you don't step out your body.
Blueface wasn't just talking anymore, he took things to a wild new level on his live stream. In a shocking twist, he brought out NLE Choppa's child's mother, Marissa, during the stream to laugh at the diss track, turning the beef into something way more personal. The internet went crazy. Viewers couldn't believe what they were seeing. Most agreed Blueface had officially crossed a line that's supposed to stay off limits no matter how bad the feud gets. But Blueface didn't care about boundaries at this point. He wanted to hit Choppa where it hurt most. He was in full war mode, and if that meant using Marissa to embarrass him publicly, he was willing to go there. The tension skyrocketed overnight, with fans waiting to see how Choppa would clap back after such a ruthless move. Then, on February 2nd and 3rd, Choppa finally broke his silence, and he flipped the whole situation on its head. Instead of accepting Blueface's fight challenge, Choppa went in a completely different direction that caught everyone off guard. He declined the fade and fired back by calling Blueface a straight-up clout chaser drowning in debt. Choppa claimed Blueface owed $23 million to a club and even $100,000 to Soulja Boy's baby mama, saying the entire fight challenge was nothing more than a desperate money grab. According to Choppa, Blueface wasn't looking for closure, he was looking for cash. He said Blueface had fallen off financially and was just trying to use him for a payday to dig himself out of a hole he created. But then Choppa took it even further, heading into territory nobody saw coming, and it shocked everyone watching this beef unfold. This is where things went way too far. NLE Choppa took the feud to an unthinkable level by bringing Blueface's young son, Chrisian Jr., into the mix. During an online rant, Choppa threw out a cruel nickname and even joked about a slap box between their kids. The internet lost it instantly. Fans and fellow artists alike agreed that this was crossing every boundary possible. In hip-hop beef, family and kids are supposed to stay out of it, but Choppa went straight for the lowest blow. By mocking rumors about Blueface's toddler, he turned what started as a rap rivalry into full-on personal warfare. It wasn't about music, street respect, or clout anymore. It was pure disrespect. People couldn't believe he actually brought a child into the conversation just to get under Blueface's skin. According to reports, Choppa had already turned down Blueface's challenge to fight, which came after their heated back and forth earlier that week. But instead of moving on or keeping it lyrical, he doubled down in a shocking way, redirecting the beef toward a so-called competition between their kids. TMZ even quoted Choppa directly from his Instagram video, where he said he wanted to see whose son operates better. The jab came off as cold and deliberate, clearly meant to sting deep. Fans called it cruel and unnecessary. Choppa wasn't just dissing Blueface anymore, he was dragging innocent kids into a grown man feud, and that made the situation explode into total chaos. The backlash came fast and heavy. Fans completely turned on NLE Choppa after his comments about Blueface's son, and the internet wasn't holding back. People started calling him out for ducking the fight and acting soft, saying he crossed a line that couldn't be defended. The same fans who once hyped him up for his positive energy and spiritual growth were now questioning everything about his image. How could someone who preached peace, balance, and higher vibrations make fun of a child, especially using unverified rumors about a kid's health? Social media was furious. Comments poured in nonstop with users saying things like, "Targeting a baby is weak AF. Blueface might be wild, but leave the kid out of it." The internet was united on this one. Almost nobody was rocking with Choppa's move. Even some of his own supporters and Day One fans couldn't defend it. They said it made him look desperate, like he needed controversy just to stay in the spotlight. Others believed he was ducking the real issue, the fight, and trying to distract everyone with something outrageous instead. Either way, the damage was done, and Choppa's reputation took a major hit. Meanwhile, Blueface's family clapped back hard. Chrisian Rock came out swinging online, shutting down the rumors and calling the claims fake news. She was furious that her son was being dragged into grown man drama, especially after already dealing with internet trolls picking apart her parenting. Seeing another rapper use her baby as ammo in a petty beef pushed her over the edge. The whole situation showed just how messy this feud had gotten, and how fast things spiraled once family got involved. The feud was getting out of hand fast. Real families were getting dragged into the madness, and the internet couldn't look away. Fans on Instagram and TikTok started running polls about who would actually win if Blueface and NLE Choppa ever stepped into the ring for real. The results leaned heavy in Blueface's favor. Around 60 to 70% of voters said they believed he'd take the W, pointing to his height, reach, and past boxing experience. The rest threw their support behind Choppa, saying his youth and speed could give him the upper hand. As the debate blew up, things kept getting darker, with fans arguing like it was a real pay-per-view event waiting to happen. Blueface, standing tall at 6'4", already had a rep for being scrappy in the ring, and most fans respected that. He wasn't out here claiming to be invincible, but he always made it clear that he's got that fighting spirit in him. He'd said before that even if he got knocked down, he'd get back up swinging, no hesitation. That mentality had fans convinced he'd have the edge in any real fade with Choppa. It wasn't just size, it was that relentless drive. But at the same time, some of Blueface's recent comments, especially his questionable taunts toward Choppa, sparked a new wave of backlash online. People started calling him out for taking things too far again, showing that in this beef, even the one holding the advantage couldn't stay out of controversy. While Choppa was getting slammed for his comments about Blueface's child, Blueface wasn't exactly winning in the court of public opinion either. He caught heat for some of his own taunts, especially ones involving weird baby oil jokes and offbeat remarks that fans found straight up awkward and unnecessary. People online started saying both rappers were exposing their worst sides as the feud spiraled further into chaos. Choppa, meanwhile, kept firing shots, this time zeroing in on Blueface's look and image. He mocked the rapper's appearance and identity, saying, "Y'all talking about Chop having an identity crisis? Have y'all seen this man's face?" He didn't stop there. Choppa pointed at all the brand logos tattooed across Blueface's face, claiming it proved that he's the one without a real sense of self. It was a brutal exchange. Choppa basically flipped Blueface's own insults back on him, saying it was wild for someone covered in corporate logos to talk about anybody else being lost. Fans were stunned by how deep the shots were getting. This wasn't just lyrical jabs anymore. It was full-blown character attacks. Major hip-hop outlets like All Hip Hop and XXL even started covering the situation differently, describing it as one of the strangest feuds in recent rap history, a mix of diss tracks, personal drama, and identity clashes. What started as internet entertainment was now being viewed with real concern, as both artists seemed to be going off the rails in public. At this point, it was clear this wasn't healthy competition anymore. What started as two rappers flexing their skills had turned into something dark and messy. It wasn't about who had better bars, it was two grown men ripping each other apart in public and dragging family, especially innocent kids, right into the middle of it. The whole hip-hop community started questioning whether anyone could even win a beef this toxic, or if both had already taken a major L just by letting it go this far. As of February 4th, 2026, the situation was still boiling with no signs of cooling down. The tension was thick, but surprisingly, there hadn't been any confirmed physical altercations yet. Despite all the tough talk about catching fades, squaring up, and settling it like real ones, neither Blueface nor NLE Choppa had actually stepped in the ring or been seen running into each other in the streets. What had flooded the internet, though, was a wave of so-called new fight footage that kept going viral. Titles were popping up everywhere, clips claiming to show Blueface jumping Choppa or vice versa, but when fans dug deeper, things didn't add up. After multiple searches, cross-posts, and video breakdowns, there was still no verified footage of any real fight. Turns out most of the clips being shared were either old footage, miscaptioned videos, or total fabrications meant to farm clicks. The hype had built a false picture of what was happening, showing how fast rumors can snowball in the age of social media beefs. The drama was real, but the so-called evidence everyone was chasing didn't even exist the way people thought. Videos with millions of views have been blowing up online, all claiming to show a real fight between Blueface and NLE Choppa, but when you actually click in, it's all smoke and mirrors. Most of these so-called fight videos are nothing more than reaction clips, chopped up edits, or fan-made compilations. There's no actual footage of hands being thrown, just endless commentary and recycled live stream moments. What's really trending isn't a physical altercation. It's the war of words. The live streams where Blueface reacts in real time to Choppa's disses are pulling massive views, while Choppa's own Instagram clips explaining why he's not taking the fade are spreading like wildfire. Add in fan breakdowns, YouTube commentary, and non-stop social media chatter, and that's the real fight footage that's taking over the internet right now. The clips that everyone's sharing are basically digital boxing rounds. Blueface going off on stream, Choppa clapping back on IG, and fans analyzing every word like it's a pay-per-view match. On platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram, these verbal exchanges have pulled in millions of views in just days. In today's social media era, you don't even need fists flying for a feud to feel intense. Just a camera, a mic, and an audience ready to pick sides. The internet turned their arguments into an all-out digital brawl where every word hit as hard as a punch. People keep sharing these clips non-stop, commenting, reacting, and even making their own versions. The algorithms eat that drama up, pushing it to more and more feeds until it feels like the entire internet just watched a major fight go down. The wild part? No punches were ever actually thrown. It's all online hype feeding into itself, turning rumors into something that looks real even when it's not. A lot of the chaos comes from old stories getting recycled and mixed into the current drama. Rumors from 2024, like claims that Blueface supposedly jumped Choppa after a boxing match fell through, which allegedly led to an arrest, started resurfacing again. But those stories were already debunked back then, or had nothing to do with what's happening now. Still, people see those headlines floating around and assume it's all connected, making the situation even messier. Now, fact and cap are blending together into one confusing story that's hard to untangle. Social media keeps spinning the narrative like it's breaking news, when in reality, it's mostly mostly recycled drama dressed up to look fresh. As of now, there's still no verified video or solid proof that any physical fight actually happened. Every exclusive clip or breaking update making the rounds online is just speculation. The truth is, nobody outside of Blueface's or Choppa's close circles knows if they ever really ran into each other for real. Everything the public's been debating comes from live streams, interviews, and internet talk, not from any confirmed footage. Those dramatic video titles about fight footage keep pulling in crazy views, but once people click, they realize there's no actual brawl to be found. It's all build up with no payoff. Still, that's exactly how this beef shows what rap rivalries have turned into in the social media era. Less about bars, more about drama, and way more personal than it should ever get. What started as a simple disagreement between collaborators has now spiraled into a full-on war involving family, kids, and deep personal digs that have nothing to do with music anymore. Neither Blueface nor NLE Choppa seems ready to back down from the smoke, but ironically, neither one has actually stepped up to throw hands either. They're both stuck in this endless cycle of escalation that fuels engagement, racks up millions of views, but solves absolutely nothing. Blueface has been hyping up a response track for weeks now, promising that when he finally drops it, people are gonna feel it. But as of now, nothing's hit the platforms yet. Fans are on edge, waiting to hear what he's gonna say when he finally puts it on a beat. They want bars that match the energy of his fiery Instagram rants and live stream callouts. Meanwhile, fans keep pushing for a boxing match as the ultimate way to settle it, especially with how massive the celebrity boxing scene has gotten lately. If they ever did agree to glove up, it could be one of the biggest pay-per-view fights in hip-hop history. But for now, all anyone can do is wait, watch, and wonder if either rapper will finally turn all that talk into real action. These days, rappers squaring up in official sanctioned boxing matches has turned into big business. Fans actually pay to see it go down. If NLE Choppa and Blueface could put their egos aside for just a moment and lock in on a contract, they could both walk away with serious money in their pockets while finally giving the fans the showdown everyone's been begging for. It'd be a win-win, cash in, clear the air, and let the gloves do the talking. But that's the real question. Will pride and anger get in the way of a smart move? Because if they can't get past that, this beef runs the risk of fading into meme territory real fast. Like a lot of Blueface's past drama, it might just become another viral moment that the internet laughs at before moving on. Attention spans are short. One day it's trending, the next it's forgotten. If nothing major happens soon, this feud could end up being remembered more for the clowning than the conflict. Both rappers' wildest comments might just turn into meme material instead of actual moments in hip-hop history. And while the internet will eventually forget, the families involved, especially the kids who got dragged into the mess, will still have to live with what was said about them long after the world stops caring. Meanwhile, critics are already saying NLE Choppa's career has been slipping, and this messy feud might be doing more harm than help. Whether he bounces back or not could depend on how he handles the next move, because right now, the whole world's watching. While a lot of people clown Blueface for constantly stirring up drama to stay relevant, the truth is, both he and NLE Choppa are benefiting from this beef. Even though it's dragging their names through the mud, the non-stop controversy keeps them trending and dominating headlines. In today's rap game, attention is money, and drama equals streams, so even bad press can turn into a payday if you play it right. Of course, whether either of them will admit to using this beef as a calculated move is another story. But it's hard not to notice the pattern. It's almost like they've learned from some of hip-hop's biggest battles. This feud feels a lot like the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake clash back in 2024. Personal shots, wild claims, tons of attention, but still staying just verbal instead of turning physical. Beef in hip-hop is nothing new. It's been part of the culture since day one. Some rivalries have ended in tragedy, costing real lives, while others just burned out and faded away once the hype died down. Right now, the Choppa and Blueface situation sits somewhere in between. It's intense enough to keep people locked in, but not dangerous enough to spill into real violence. Still, there's that extra layer that makes it complicated: the gang talk. With Blueface repping Crip ties and Choppa being accused of blood associations, the tension hits deeper than just music. It adds a street element that makes the feud feel heavier, even if no one's actually taken it to the block yet. The gang element brings a level of tension that a normal rap beef just doesn't have. When one artist accuses another of being fake or set tripping, that's not just talk, it hits deep. touching on street codes that exist way beyond the music. In that world, those kinds of accusations can carry serious weight, and history shows that people have lost their lives over less. Nobody's expecting this particular feud to go that far, but it definitely raises the stakes way higher than just arguing about who's got the better tracks or the biggest hits. This whole situation also mirrors Blueface's past drama, like his beef with Soulja Boy, which also involved fight challenges, messy online back and forth, and even bringing kids into the conversation. It's become a pattern for him at this point. Every time the spotlight fades, another feud pops up and the cycle starts all over again. Blueface's playbook seems to stay the same. Challenge someone to a fade, make it personal by mentioning family, and then keep the chaos alive long enough to dominate headlines. It's a formula that always gets attention, but whether it actually helps him in the long run is another question. Some fans think he's a marketing genius for keeping his name buzzing no matter what, while others say the constant drama might be burning his reputation down piece by piece. At the core of this whole mess lies something simple: loyalty. Blueface truly believes he was there for NLE Choppa when it mattered most, helping him come up and expecting that same love and respect back when things got rough. But from Choppa's side, the bond never ran that deep. He saw it as business, not brotherhood, and didn't feel like he owed Blueface anything beyond the music. That difference in how they viewed their relationship is what sparked the whole war. Now, neither one is willing to admit fault, and neither is ready to apologize. Both sides keep doubling down, and the beef just keeps spinning with no end in sight. It's not about bars or beats anymore. It's about pride, loyalty, and egos clashing in front of millions. When you look at the NLE Choppa versus Blueface saga as a whole, it perfectly captures what hip-hop drama looks like in 2026. A mix of music, media, and mayhem. These days, fight footage doesn't have to mean punches being thrown. It's all about the digital warfare. Live streams, tweets, Instagram rants, and viral clips. The emotions behind it are real, even if the presentation feels calculated for clicks and engagement. Every post, every diss, every exclusive adds another layer to the show. This is what rap beef has evolved into. Loud, messy, and personal, unfolding right on your phone, one episode at a time, with no real proof, just endless online chaos. This whole situation proves just how powerful social media really is when it comes to shaping a story. Millions of people swear they've seen something that might not even exist. The drama has been told, twisted, and retold so many times that the actual facts barely matter anymore. What really counts now are the numbers, the likes, the views, the wild comment sections blowing up nonstop. That's the real currency both Blueface and NLE Choppa are trading in. It's not about who wins or loses the beef, it's about who can keep people talking the longest. Every new post, diss, or live stream adds fuel to the fire and keeps their name spinning through the algorithm. Now the question everyone's asking is simple. Will they ever actually step into the ring and settle this face to face? Or will they keep going back and forth online until the next viral scandal pushes them off the timeline? Only time will tell how it all plays out, but one thing's for sure. The internet's not looking away anytime soon. Every move, every post, every clapback, they're all being watched and shared in real time. That wraps it up for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts down below in the comments. Whose side are you on in this wild feud? Stay tuned, because we've got plenty more heat coming your way. See you in the next one.